From Vikings to warriors, the story of the Normans begins tonight's Sign Zone in a few minutes. Now on BBC One and BBC One HD, please let us have a nice weekend. Let's find out now. Here's the Weatherview with John Hammond.
Hello there. Well, it's going to get colder again next week, so all the more reason to make the most of this milder interlude, which is going to affect many parts of the UK through this weekend. Mild but particularly windy tonight across the northern areas, indicated by the tightness of the isobars. Mostly dry though, due to that high pressure which is close by, and that'll be there for much of this weekend, dry and mild today. So that'll tend to hasten the snow melt, but for a time overnight tonight, temperatures in one or two places will get down close to freezing, and with the surfaces so cold, there's every chance we'll see a bit of ice forming in one or two places and some fog patches as well. So a fairly chilly start. The worst of the winds will die down from northern areas, and we'll start to see rather more brightness developing from the north, the cloudier skies becoming more confined to the more southwestern areas as we go through the afternoon. So a reasonable afternoon, that's the upshot across many areas. Broken cloud and sunshine through northern England. Again, we will see that thaw resuming. Bit of patchy mist might linger in one or two places. The temperatures above freezing quite nicely though. A bit more cloud across western parts of Scotland, but essentially dry, and that's the story for Northern Ireland as well. 3 in the afternoon, 5-6 degrees, that sort of thing. A lot more cloud though still across many parts of Wales, and that thicker cloud will be edging down towards the southwest, so that'll produce the odd spots of drizzly rain for the moors and the headlands of Devon and Cornwall. Lightish winds, temperatures 7 degrees in Plymouth. A lot of cloud across some other southern counties for a time, but by the mid to late part of the afternoon I think we'll see some breaks developing, certainly to the north of London. And that's the theme as we go into Saturday night, because we'll see clearer skies and we'll see lower temperatures as a consequence. So fairly widespread frost, as indicated by the sheen of blue, and some freezing fog patches forming as well. And they could well stick around on Sunday, because as you can see there's very little wind, very little in the way of isobars across the UK, so not much to shift that fog away. High pressure again ensuring that most of us will stay dry. Fair bit of sunshine as well in most places, so despite somewhat lower temperatures than we're going to see on Saturday in the sunshine, it should feel quite comfortable. Enjoy it while it lasts, because next week the main message is that it turns colder again from the northeast. For the time being at least, it looks like the weather shouldn't be too severe in terms of snowfall. Most places will be dry through the early part of next week, with temperatures fairly depressed. We'll see some fairly widespread nighttime frost and some lingering fog patches as well, and that's the story as we head our way southwards. I think sunshine will be fairly limited, and that's not going to help the feel of things. It's certainly going to feel a good deal chillier than it will be through this weekend. Temperatures through Monday and Tuesday, even across southern areas, held at around about 3 or 4 degrees typically. An interesting spell of weather, I'm sure you'll agree. You can keep up to date with the warnings, etc. by visiting our website, bbc.co.uk/weather, or the red button, page 400. That's it. Good night.
If you're driving in rain, think.
Nobody ever thinks they'll end up here.
You told Mummy what you was wearing. Where are you going? Don't be stupid, just call the police. Kenny! Kenny!
Get on your feet, get off your feet!
What have you done, Kenny?
What any man would have done.
He's not dead! He's not dead!
What is it? Yeah, he's a nonce.
Right, we keep stung, we stick together. We haven't killed a man, we've killed a perv.
Jimmy McGovern's Accused continues with Kenny's story, Monday at 9 on BBC One, and catch up on BBC iPlayer.
A huge ecosystem at risk, and humans could be partly to blame. Horizon explores the death of the ocean in an hour. First on BBC One and BBC One HD, a part of our history which shapes landscape and language. Professor Robert Bartlett introduces the Normans.